Today's video is a food review. Today's food is Sinking Cichlid Gold by Hikari, and these are miniature sinking pellets. I have previous videos of me reviewing different foods, and I kind of bashed Hikari foods. And I actually had someone reach out to me from Hikari and tell me that just because, I was under the circumstance that because they included a bunch of fillers in their food, like here, ingredients, fish meal. If the word meal is prevalent, I thought it meant like a filler, and that's not always the case because fish meal, it's kind of a vague meaning because you really don't know the quality of fish meal. So that's kind of a gray area when it comes to foods. But otherwise, they assured me that they have quality standards over at Hikari, and a brand like this wouldn't be around this long if they had crappy foods. And when you have this many fish, as I do, it's tough to feed them all. So these are a miniature pellet. I actually love this food. I love it because it's a smaller miniature pellet and it sinks. And this is great for a lot of my mid-size fry. Like in smaller fish too, like a lot of tiger barbs and tetras that are in that juvenile state, or they're not juvies, but they're smaller. Like this angel right here isn't big enough to eat a full-size pellet, and especially that one there. It's not big enough to eat a full-size pellet, but a food like this will really bulk these fish up. So let's feed the fry some of these. And I have some dumped in a cap here. I always dump my food in a cap just so I don't overfeed. There's a bunch in here. This is how big these are. They're like perfect size for smaller fish. Let's see here. A lot of my fish are even that smaller size, like these little pink convicts. It's a perfect size for them. And even some of the live bears like this stuff too. It's perfect for bulking up fish. All right, so here's the fry tank. Actually, this is one of the main foods I give these guys. So there it is, sinking, and it sinks, which is excellent. So you can also feed like Corydoras these. The Corys love them because, variety is the key with all these foods. I constantly get into arguments with our moderators of my groups and stuff about what is the best choice of food. And to be completely honest, all of these foods sort of suck because they all have fish meal in them, and we don't know what the ingredients is because we're not watching them make it. So how can you get around this? Feed a variety. I have Tetra brand, Omega 1 brand, all of the brands, Hikari, literally. And there's even a brand on Amazon there's a seller on Amazon that will sell you food in a variety pack. I'll throw you a link in the description box. It's sold, there's 10 different brands of food in one pouch. So if you don't want to buy all 10 of those brands of foods, you just buy it on Amazon. A little bag, it's like $10-12. It's awesome. I'll throw a link in the description box. Guys, I really like this stuff. In comparison to other Hikari stuff, they're like generic. What are some of their other pellets? I literally have all these foods laying around here. Here's one. Yeah, Hikari has a bunch of these cichlid pellets. These are the larger ones. These are floating. There's a picture of an Oscar fish on there. This is the mini pellet. That picture shows it like a 12-inch Oscar. I don't know if it's gonna eat a mini pellet, so it's a little misleading to me. A Jack Dempsey, yes, but a huge Oscar. I wish a lot of the food manufacturers would step up their pellet game for larger cichlids. This is kind of a rant, but how do I feed 12-inch fish a high-quality food that isn't through the roof expensive? I literally have to feed these guys like cut up tilapia and Hikari food sticks. And actually, Hikari is the #1 food for larger cichlids to get my hands on. That's like a food that's not overly crazy expensive. So a little off topic there, but yeah, I really like this food. Sinking Cichlid Gold. I'll throw a link in the description box for you guys if you want to buy one of these. I think they're like $9-10. I really like it for if you're trying to grow out fish. This is an awesome deal here. So like this tank, I'm trying to grow out a lot of these fish here, smaller severums. I actually have an electric blue in here that a lot of you guys have seen in my previous videos, like him right there. He's tiny. And this is where this stuff is going to be great. The lights actually, most of the lights are off for the day. It's a little later. Yeah, you can see those little severums, just loving that stuff. Sorry about the lighting. Some of the bigger fish don't really know what's going on, and they don't really, I find that bigger fish, you know, they get excited for feeding, but it's not, the size isn't there and they don't really notice it. It takes a lot of work to feed them. Kind of like feeding the predators. Okay, I'm getting on a tangent. Great food. I'll throw a link in the description box. I know some of you guys aren't huge on Hikari brands, but variety is key. And truly, guys, I will feed Hikari to my fish. I'm coming back around on this. I'm gonna give this stuff a 5-star review because my fish will love it. I mean, does that? At the end of the day, it's really about what you love. You know, someone can force feed you something, but you have to like it. Okay, I'm done babbling. Woo!